Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing the 1-year review for the 4x4 Colorado rooftop tent. I'm going to take you through the pros, the cons, and how it's held up over the year. Alright y'all, so the 4x4 Colorado rooftop tent. Let's start with the exterior. So the exterior is aluminum and it is held up really well. If you can see here, so it's always on this truck. I have never taken it off since I put it on. This one is a little heavy, so it's not so easy just to take on and off. You do need a team or a lift or a hoist, someone to help you get this one on. If we, gosh, look at this pollen, y'all, in Virginia here. If we look up here, the roof is still in great condition. It actually hasn't taken really any trail damage at all. So you can see here, we really haven't used the roof rack ability, but you absolutely can. I would have to say this hinge style here, when I open this for you, I'm going to show you there's a hinge in here. I feel like it is one of the best and most superior opening systems. There are other manufacturers that do the same thing, but that is great. You do not have a lock on this. I guess that's one of the cons. There's no lock. For my extrusion overland bed rack, this is an XTR1. It's held it amazing with zero issues. I did put these risers on. For all you who have watched the channel or not, this is a 17-inch bed rack, which means, if you can see here, it comes level with the cab. Unfortunately, mounting it flat here just wouldn't clear the cab because of this little, it kind of like rises up a little bit. So I did have to get 2.5-inch risers, and it clears the cab perfectly, and it looks really good on top. So let me walk you through how to open it, and I'm going to do a little talking while we do it. Alright guys, so the way I open this is, I normally just hold this handle, get up here, pop this latch, come on the other side here, pop this latch, and we're just gonna lift up. Does a great job. I have to clean this anyways. So immediately, and what I was talking about these hinges is, let me give you a close-up of what I'm speaking to. So the hinge here, if you can see right here, this hinge system is awesome. So it doesn't necessarily come all the way back. It does a really good job at hinging up. So I'm gonna give you a shot of it opening from this side so you can see how it kind of just lifts up and out, but it doesn't actually come back. And what's good about that is it doesn't actually interfere with anything on this side of the bed rack. All right guys, I'm gonna show you that closing position real quick, how that's hinging. And of course, if you were to close this, you tuck this in, how it closes. But you can see how that hinges, comes up really nice, just like that. All right, so the next step after hinging it up, we're just gonna go ahead and pull the ladder out. We were at the beach. Gonna hinge this down. Let's bring this out. And then what you're gonna do here is, if you don't want this ladder super angled here, oh, hang on, we got the wind coming. If you don't want this ladder super angled, you have the ability to just push these up and you can lock that ladder. So depending on, you want this flat in here, and that looks about right to me. But again, like I was saying, if you didn't want those completely up like that, you can lock these together to get a more vertical staircase up here. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this bungee line down into the groove, like so. Once we do that, we're gonna jump inside and push out on the awning here. So like this. And that awning locks up like so. So when you're looking at it, it actually comes out really nice. So what I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna show you how to put all the awnings up real quick, and then we're gonna get in depth. I'm gonna bring you up there, show you what it looks like inside. I do have the mattress out currently. This does come with an anti-condensation barrier and a mattress. The mattress is, I'd say, about 2 inches thick. It's comfortable. However, if you want more comfort, they also offer an additional, a thicker mattress, maybe like something better for your back or whatever. I don't mind sleeping on something hard, so it doesn't really bug me. All right, guys, so let's talk about the 4x4 Colorado rooftop tent. Why do I like it? What do I don't like? So we've already mentioned the one thing that I don't like. I don't like that it doesn't have a lock to lock the top once it's down. However, everything else so far has been great. The anti-condensation mat has been really great, and I'll show that to you. I have it out when in the summertime. I do not keep it up here because Virginia is hot and it just gets really moist really quick. It's just easier not to have it up here, so there's no it's not collecting any water or any condensation or anything. So I have that out. Everything up here has been nothing but great. I've owned this for over a year now, and let me show you a few things in here. So I ended up breaking this. This keeps the walls held in when you're closing it, and so I just put a carabiner on it. It does come with a whole bunch of storage here, okay? It also has a, yeah, you guessed it, man, it's a skylight. It's pretty sick, pretty sweet. Just zips up, holds up there. You've got obviously 2 windows. You've got the main one here. All the joints here are really good condition. Everything stays out of the way of you. So you can see it there. These lock into place when it's up and support this awning here in the front. Biggest, hugest, awesome perk, you have a diesel heater port. This thing works miracles in the winter. So the reason that this doesn't come with insulation is because you got that, okay? Because you have this, you don't really need insulation. I run 2 different variants of diesel heaters. They're both 8 kilowatts, and they both do a really good job, and they're super fuel efficient. So I don't have a problem with that. The material has lasted. I mean, there's really no imperfections with this material. It's still going strong, hasn't ripped, hasn't done anything, and you know, we're still kicking. We're doing really good with it. I have no complaints at all. All of the zippers are super heavy duty here. I've had no issues with the stitching or the material. I know that's what you guys are looking for. You know, is it actually you know, holding up and doing what it should be doing? And I can tell you without a doubt, it absolutely is doing a great job. And we just don't have any issues with it. And I end up spraying this down like every 3 months or so with like an anti-mold, just so, because it rains here a lot in Virginia and everything, and we don't want it to get it dirty or whatever. So that does a really good job. But all in all, I've got to say, it's done a great job. I keep a couple of those anti-condensation bags in here as well, just for safekeeping. So this does come with an LED light. I take that out as well, just so it's not in here collecting moisture. But that's an easy plug and play. You hook it up to a USB power supply, and you got lights in here. It sits here and illuminates the entire tent. Now this material, I'm going to show you in just a second here. Let me show you. This material is great for if you want to sleep during the day. So it gets very dark in here. It's basically, what is it? I forget how they call it. It doesn't allow sunlight in. So even here you can see it's already getting dark. Around here, getting dark. And let me just show you. It's sunny out, as you can see. And now you can't see me. So it is completely dark in here, and yeah, it's really dark. And I never have a problem finding the light. So you either you can sleep in, oversleep, so I always leave like a window cracked because you won't even know if it's daylight out here. It is completely dark. It's not transparent and none of that light shines through, as you just seen. It can't get through, which is really awesome. So I guess, you know, my thoughts are on this tent is it's been really good. I paid for it with my own money. I'm not sponsored by 4x4 Colorado. I am in no way, shape, or form getting anything from them. I researched a lot of tents, and it did take me a while to find one I thought was good, that was gonna fit me, my big dog, Kinsley, she's 120-pound Great Pyrenees, and my wife and a future kiddo. This is a king, so kind of hard to tell, right? I'm not that big, so, but this area is huge. I obviously can't stand up, but if I was to get up, I can try to give you an idea. Like, I guess, so if I'm in the center here, I'm fully kneeling. So I'm fully kneeling here, but obviously you're not trying to stand up in your tent. I'm just trying to give you a good idea. I'm like 5'7", and as I sit here, I'm not interfering with any of this. It's not hurting my head or nothing. And there's a ton of storage, which is great. If you got the kiddos, the way I get my dog up here is right here. So I put her on the tailgate. I put her on the tailgate there, and I push her right through this window, and this is how she gets in, and because she's way too heavy to climb up that ladder. Well, after coming down, just to kind of show you on the outside here, you guys got the shoe bags that obviously come with the setup. I've never had an issue with it before, and you know, again, just to give you a walk around, it's a really nice looking tent. It's done great on the Colorado Trail Boss. I do have an additional add-a-leaf in the rear. Again, this whole backside is not interfering. You can actually put some solar panels. I do have some solar panels you can throw up there and secure them. So just a really good looking tent, perfect for overlanding, and it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It protects you, and it's lasted a year already with absolutely no issues. And so it's a really high quality tent. Their prices fluctuate a little bit. I caught this one on sale. I think I paid like, I don't really remember. I don't want to put a price on it, but between $2,500 and maybe $2,900 for it at the time. This was, again, a year ago, I think, maybe last March. I bought it. But it's done a really good job. Again, 4 seasons, no issues. For those of you who haven't seen many reviews, I just want to show you again. This is how those go in here, like this. And for these sides, they just go through the holes there. Again, it has the unique hinge system, which is really awesome how it extends it up and kind of out of the way, so not necessarily coming all the way back, which gives you the clearance you need right here. Or maybe if you have a 360 awning, this would still work with that as well. So you really can't go wrong either way with doing that. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna hyperlapse me putting this back down. And I hope this helped you make an informed decision on the 4x4 Colorado brand. Again, it's done an excellent job. It sits atop the truck 24/7, 365. No fading, no issues, no trail damage. It's been scraped against trees and everything. You name it, I probably scraped it or hit it with a branch or two, and there's no issues. So thank you for watching, y'all. I am going to go ahead and hyperlapse this, and we're gonna get it put down. All right, everybody. So that is it for the 4x4 Colorado Alto Elite rooftop tent. My 1-year review, I've had nothing but good luck with it. It's done excellent through all the storms, wind, rain, snow, ice, freezing temperatures. I think it'll do good for you. Again, this is the king size bed. They do offer different models, a little bit smaller, maybe a little lighter. This one is like 275 pounds, so it is on the heavy side, but it can fit your whole family. So if you need something big, give them a, check them out, see if you like them. If you want something lighter, they have other options too. God bless, and thanks for watching, y'all.